And that was a big help. She shared with me that she had fairly severe postpartum depression when she had me. And to have her tell me that it was okay. And I would say things to her like, Mom, I don't think I want him. I don't know if I want my child. And she would just look at me like it was nothing, like I said nothing. And she'd go, you'll be fine. That's normal. It's okay. And I was like, oh my God, just to have somebody look at you when you've said something that you think is the most horrible thing in the world to say and act like it's no big deal because they went through it and they've heard of other people going through it.
Some of the unhelpful things, you'll get over it. People not knowing enough about postpartum depression and referring to it as the baby blues. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. It lasts, you get it a couple weeks after you have the baby and it lasts a couple of weeks. And you knowing that it's not the baby blues.
Another thing that I've heard repeatedly that I think is a big mistake is to ask the woman if she thinks she's going to hurt her baby. Don't ask them that. Give them a chance to just talk about how they're feeling instead of planting an idea in their head that they're going to hurt their baby. Anyone who has a partner with postpartum depression needs to just simply be there for them. Whatever they need, whether it's a bath, whether it's to cook a meal for them, whether it's to give them a massage, whether it's to take a walk with them. It's just being there. Usually that's what helps. Being available and not discounting what your partner is feeling, because it's very real.
Every day I would come home, and as soon as I would walk in the door, I would take him, and I would let him go and relax and sit and watch TV.
Forgot about that.
With the door shut.
I forgot
and
about that.
You wouldn't have to deal with it.
That was huge. I knew when he got home from work, I didn't have to do anything else.
That your obligations were done.
And I could go anywhere I wanted to and shut the door, and I didn't have to hear anything. I didn't have to deal with anything. I could pretend like I was somewhere else.
The importance of family and friends supporting you through your postpartum depression is really important. It's really high up there on your list. It was with my sisters and my husband that I was able to come to terms with it's okay. It's okay for me to be feeling like this, and if I needed to cry, I could call one of my sisters and just cry. I'm just glad they were there.
Being a mother is one of the hardest jobs a woman can do. And having postpartum depression can make being a mother seem impossible. Postpartum depression is not something you can wish away. If a woman feels she is suffering from postpartum depression, she needs to reach out for help. Understand that there is no shame in seeking treatment.
I think we have to do a lot more to increase people's awareness of postpartum depression. Often women will come into my office and they'll say, I had no idea that this was a problem. I remember hearing about it in my childbirth classes, but I didn't know enough. And I think there is now more emphasis on postpartum depression, and in some states there's some mandatory screening programs, but we still need to educate the public about what is postpartum depression, what are the symptoms, and what happens if you don't treat the disorder.
If you are prescribed therapy, go to it. If you are prescribed a medication to get you through it and you can take it, because it will help you through the tough times. It will definitely help you get over the hump.
Postpartum depression doesn't last forever. It can last for a long time. It can really affect the way that you deal with each other, and it can really affect the way that you deal with your child. But there's an end in sight. I mean, there's always hope.
Any woman who's walking through postpartum depression needs to know she's going to get better. And I've seen so many women get better from this. It's treatable, it's doable, and not only that, it's a growing experience. And they will be a better, whoever they are, when they're through this. They'll be a better woman, they'll be a better mother, they'll be a stronger person because they'll learn so much from the struggle.
Having postpartum depression does not mean that a woman is a bad mother or an uncaring mother. It is a medical illness that is treatable, and it does not last forever. There is help and support. You do not have to go through this alone.